It is 8:36:24 before the hour of 9 o'clock. You're hearing Sean Frank on Talk Radio 680 WCBM. Now, yesterday, we had our next guest on for a brief period of time. I had so many emails from listeners, calls off the air, and saying, we want to hear more from Bob Kleebauer and this Power Save device. And joining us now is the national spokesperson for Power Save Energy Corporation, Bob Kleebauer. Bob, welcome back.
Well, thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. And the fact is that a lot of folks wanted to hear more about the Power Save device. And specifically, consumers were upset. Now, you know, the market's a little hostile right now based on this rate bill situation. They want to know why this technology has been kept from us for all these years, and it's just now coming to light during the rate bill situation here in Maryland. They'd like to know if this is something the technology has always existed, or this is just a fairly new development, and I know you'd be best to answer those questions.
Well, it's a well-known fact that the capacitance is a great way to store wasted electricity. And in fact, in the advertisement that you guys do for us, you make that statement that the local utility uses capacitors on their transformers to store otherwise lost power too. Well, you know, capacitance is very well known for that. And the reason why these products haven't popped up or haven't really come to the market the way they are now, or the way this product is anyway, is because at 2 or 3, 4 cents a kilowatt hour like we were paying before, the cost effectiveness of doing something like this was not there. Most residential customers want to see a 6 to 12 month return on investment in their money. They don't want to go any further than that. And at 2, 3, 4 cents a kilowatt hour, what we were paying before didn't make this product cost effective enough to do.
And now, beginning July, it's increasing almost to 12 cents, 11.8 or something like that per kilowatt hour usage.
That's correct, Frank. That's correct.
So that's a huge increase.
Absolutely. So now the cost effectiveness, the return on investment when you purchase this product is in fact there. So it's now more interesting to the consumer.
And to give you an example, when you say cost effectiveness, basically when it was 2 or 3 cents, this item cost $312. So it would have taken a long while to pay for it, if you will. Now it could pay for itself within a matter of months.
That's correct. That's correct.
Well, you're looking at, you're right, return on investment. It probably is something that certainly, it's in a free market. Consumers make these kinds of choices all the time. But now when you're faced with the jump to market rates, and whether it's 15% or 72%, whatever it is, we know energy certainly is going to get cheaper unless we discover a new source of it, and that's not on the horizon. That the Power Save 1200 is going to save up to 25% or more, depending upon, I guess, the how much energy you use and how big your home is, or whatever the case may be. All you need to do is really call or go to your website, and people can order this device. Now, they are going to have to find somebody to install it, correct?
That's correct. We just recently established a relationship with Mr. Electric, which is a national electrician business. And they are located in Maryland. So we have a link on our website at power-save.com. So if you need an electrician, you can call Mr. Electric. You can call one of your own. You can call your friend who knows an electrician. Most people know somebody who knows an electrician that can do it. I personally have a guy that I use that goes to my local church with me that installed mine in my home.
Okay. And this installs prior to the circuit breaker, or?
It goes right on the circuit breaker.
Right on the circuit breaker. Yeah. And again, what it does is a lot of this energy that's wasted, because as the electricity is ferreted out, I guess, to the refrigerator, to the AC, wherever's drawing it, anything that has an inductive motor, right, a lot of that is wasted in the form of heat.
That's correct.
And heat obviously escapes and it goes nowhere, so it doesn't do you any good, but you're still getting charged for that.
That's correct.
What this device does, it takes that excess electrical or energy and stores it in these capacitors, in which when it's needed, then it's there to draw from, correct?
Right. See, when electricity was 2, 3, 4 cents a kilowatt hour, we could afford to pay for lost energy or wasted energy. Now that it's 12, 13 cents a kilowatt hour, we can't afford to pay for it anymore. So as the inductive load sends the reactive power out that it's not using, when it gets to your bus bar at your breaker box, it just dissipates in heat. Now, with the Power Save 1200 installed, you are now capturing that otherwise lost energy and now your inductive load begins to push and pull from it all day as opposed to asking for more demand from the utility.
All right, so we know that it's safe because it's UL listed.
That's correct.
Can you explain to us what NASA tested means? What does that mean? What does that mean to the average consumer that it's been tested by NASA?
Well, it means that NASA tested it in a program that they have because they have a testing program for electrical appliances like this. And it means they tested it, and it met their scrutiny. As a matter of fact, if you go to power-save.com, and you click on the products and click on PowerSave 1200, that NASA test is there, so you can see it. Okay. We also have a white paper for electrical engineers that is on there. It was a study that was done by the University of Santa Clara in California on this product, and electrical engineers are the ones that are a little fuzzy on this technology, and once they read that, they really get to understand what this product does for consumers.
Why is it, Bob, that conservation groups and maybe the utilities themselves, to be a good citizen, would not promote this kind of device or let people know that there is something out there where you can save energy?
Well, conservation groups probably because it's still in startup mode. They probably really haven't grasped on to this type of technology or this type of product yet. The utility, on the other hand, would like it in one respect because it will help them not have to purchase as much demand during the peak times, because that's what costs the utility a lot of money, is purchasing extra electricity during the high demand times of usage. On the other hand, electric companies such as BG&E and every other electric company in the country, they're what's known as LDCs, or local distribution companies. Those companies get paid for distributing electricity. If everybody starts using 300 or 400 or 500 less kWh a month, that's taking money out of the assets of the pocket of those utilities. So on one hand, they like it. On the other hand, they say, no, we don't want to promote a product like this.
So you're not expecting an endorsement from Constellation Energy or
I'm really not, no.
All right. But again, it's our fiduciary responsibility to our listeners to make sure that they have everything that they can in their knowledge banks so that they can make informed choices. Now, again, we're looking at $312 for the PowerSave 1200. And it comes with a 5-year manufacturer warranty, 60-day money-back guarantee, and it's supposed to last up to about 20 years or so, right? The question is, all right, so I don't know anything. I don't know any electrician. I'm going to have to go out and hire an electrician. So it's cost me $300 for the PowerSave 1200. It's probably going to cost me $200 to have it installed. Maybe is that high?
No, that's a little high.
All right, well, $150. I don't know.
Anywhere from $50 to $100.
All right, let's go on the high side.
Well, you can do it yourself, Sparky.
Thank you very much. Next thing I know, my house will be in cinders.
That can't happen, by the way, Sean.
But what's that?
That can't happen.
That can't happen?
It can't cause a fire.
It cannot cause a fire?
It cannot.
Okay, wanted to make sure, because I have that. There was another email I got yesterday. But you offer a payment plan as well.
Yes.
For those who want to spread the pain.
As a matter of fact, we used to have a plan that just got cut off yesterday. We used to have a plan that was for 15 months for $19.95, and now it's 10 months at $29.99. And that's just something that Mr. Forster, the president and CEO of the company, made aware to me yesterday. I didn't ask him why. It just is what it is.
All right.
But still, it's very affordable to everybody.
Well, that's right. A lot of places just here's the price. You buy it or you don't. But it's $29.99 over a 10-month period.
Yes.
All right. So the number to call is 1-800-962-3076. That's 1-800-962-3076. They get yours at a separate operator when they call that number.
Well, no, they're going to get the people that we have that do this for us 24 hours a day.
All right, so
they won't get me personally.
All right,
but my number is on power-save.com. So if anybody wants to call me, feel free. I'll be more than happy to speak with them.
We spent 10 minutes with you here, and I'm sure there are going to be other questions, but they might have a question. They may want to talk to you personally about it.
If you don't mind, I'll give out my email address also. It's PowerSave1200 at WMConnect.com. PowerSave1200 at WMConnect.com.
Okay, it's great news. Bob Kleebauer, National Spokesman for Power Save Energy Corporation. Thanks for coming in again.
I appreciate you guys having me.
And hopefully you'll sell a lot of these and save Maryland ratepayers a lot of dough.
It's time to stop using less.
All right. Thanks again. 8:45, time for WCBM traffic and weather. First, once again, here is Chuck Whitaker.
And thanks, Sean. Brought to you as a service of WildWorks, custom landscaping company. Just a reminder again, if you're coming into the city, Big Baptist Convention underway downtown. And again, some heavy traffic on 95 in that stretch between the Beltway, Caton Avenue, Washington Boulevard, Russell Russell Street and 395. That's the reason for the slowdown. The ramps to come into downtown are backed up, and it looks like now we may have an accident on Russell Street northbound approaching Waterview Avenue, and that'll affect the ride coming in there from the city-county line. We've had an accident also on the JFX southbound at Cold Spring Lane. They're on the shoulder. Some delays there as you come south from the Northern Parkway area. On the west side, or actually southwest side of the city, watch for an accident Frederick Avenue at Mount Olivet Lane, and also the traffic lights are still reported out with a power outage in Carroll County between Westminster and Finksburg. Watch speed there along Route 140. WildWorks Custom Landscaping Company, where fine art meets the wild. WildWorks is a complete design build firm for any budget. You can check them out online at wildworks.ws. And I'm Chuck Whitaker with traffic and weather first on Talk Radio 680 WCBM.